Okay, well, I guess we're onto the pistol. I have not had the warning, but there we go. Let's get into this. NaVi, one game down, one game to the bad against Fnatic, who are on the T side of Dust 2. Challenging for long now. It's going to be a bit of a trade there, but it's going to be taken by the Ts as there is nobody else here for the CTs. We already have flamie rotating from the B bomb site. There we go. So there's going to be a complete evacuation of the long area. Minimal information for flamie. Olofmeister is going beast mode in this entire match. And Zeus is like, where's everyone gone? Guys? 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 Well, he's facing 3 people now. Going to try and get himself some 1 versus 1s, but it's not going to pay out for him. 4 players surviving for the T side. JW, you can see, took no damage on his armor, which means that he gets Kevlar for $350 in the next round. Bargain basement, cheap as chips. Alrighty then. Got flusha holding down mid with the mini AWP, also known as the Scout. Got numbers over towards long and A for NaVi, so they're going to have 3 people on this side of the map and then 2 people over there somewhere. That was almost a sad face by accident. There we go. So, olofmeister is looking in the usual spots, and he's just going to hold the angle to the right of the box in case of any pushes. But he's been spotted now. Double peek coming in for the CTs, and olofmeister's lost half of his life. How's he going to escape the situation? Getting the knife out to escape while a flashbang goes down. Very nice play. And again, you can just see him walking. If you watch a POV of olofmeister, he's always walking. Just moving well back while his teammates push through mid. Maybe trying to stretch out the CTs. C's now having a look, and olofmeister's just about going to survive there. Putting himself in a good position where C's had to guess if he was underpass or if he was towards T-spawn. flamie now looking for olofmeister, who will maybe have the call from his teammate. olofmeister heavily tagged. Indeed, he'll get the frag. That's going to be an AK to be picked up here. The rest of Fnatic over towards mid for the time being. Now they're going to be hunting flamie. Ooh, getting that angle, but he's not going to try and rescue the AK. Absolutely, yes he is. Well, KRIMZ is. He's only got a Mac 10. Oh, JW. Going to get taken down from above by Edward. Maybe assuming they were... Well, I don't know what he thought they were doing, but either way. Position was unfortunate at the end, and Edward will opt to save an AK with Guardian, trying to save his Deagle for the next round, but also trying to help Edward save the AK. So, good start from Fnatic in the second map as well. Bear with me a second. I think we may be joined by someone from Morocco.
Connected. Channel switched.
Oh, indeed. I think Mr. Dust Moret is in the house. So we've got a 3-man push here from NaVi towards long. And you can see... It looks like we're going to have a fast B split here from the Ts. olofmeister taking down flamie towards A with the Scout. Just going to hold things down in CT spawn. Only 1 play left on the B bomb site, and that is pretty much a wrap for this. flusha and JW are tagged. Other than that, there's not much going on. Ooh, olofmeister missing the shot there, but that was insane. Can't get the follow-up yet. And you can see Edward is running away again with the AK. Ooh, Guardian could pick one up himself. That's a nice snap onto Denis. There's AWP flexes. Oh, look at flusha, KRIMZ, and olofmeister, and JW actually. Let's see if Guardian can get any more frags here. Indeed, he is running away. Unbeknownst to him, these players are in trouble. Alright, so we're going to have the buy coming out for both teams now. We'll see what Fnatic choose to upgrade, if there is anything to upgrade. And how much money they will be left with after their buy, which will tell you how well they did. We have 6 kills across 3 rounds here for Navi side, so Fnatic didn't do too badly. Well, the peak finally comes out from Long. And Long is firmly in control of the CT side for now. Many Fnatic players up here in this region. Slowly emerging towards the short position. Got a smoke on Xbox as well. That's not Xbox. Flash comes in, so Fnatic being very meticulous. Again, they're going to just be fearing Guardian's AWP. That is a position that Guardian could potentially hold with the AWP. And without that flash, you'd favour Guardian almost every single time. So flusha holding down Long with the AWP at the moment. So again, really interesting how many different people we're seeing AWP here for Fnatic in this new lineup. There we go, Edward holding a bit of an off angle there, but JW just too fast with the Echo. So good rifling from the player. Again, I know Thorin's been critical of his rifling recently, but it looks good at the moment. Got a bit of a jump on the site now, and that may be a warning shot for Navi. They're stuck now, the split coming in. Denis with 2 frags on the A site, making it look easy, and flamie and Seized are not in a situation to do much about this. 2 versus 5. And this is not looking good for Navi. The hunt starting already with olofmeister. Again, Fnatic just looking very sharp here. And again, we have 2 best of 3s on the stream today, so if you are wondering what the score is, I will point it out to you shortly once we see what happens in this round. olofmeister just too fast with the aim. So you can see here, it tells you what map it is, map 2 of 3, and you can see Fnatic are 1-0 up versus Navi. So there is the score for you guys. Okay, so Fnatic being wiped out back on the pistols. Edward's gone for deagle and armor, and he's still got more money than his teammates actually, so he's gonna splash the cash. You can see flamie being left solo on the B bomb site while the rest of his team just run around. Fnatic using the clock to just wait, giving Navi rope to hang themselves. So you just overextend to push. Is that Mr. Dust?
Indeed it is.
Hello sir, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Good. You are joining us on an anti-eco here. For Fnatic, so far so good, but time is running out for him to do something. We've got 3 people pushing short here and the bomb's down in lower tunnel.
Yeah, he's trying to press up Cat here. He's going to get the kill on the KRIMZ, picks up an AK. Might find a couple of these players in Subway, but Denis is not going to allow him to line anybody up or really do much of anything. In fact, shut out the round with ease and 5-0 start here on the map. It does too. Of course, coming off of a pretty huge win in the first map as well.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the first map, but it was pretty monstrous for Fnatic. Not just in the score, but it was just very dominating, and the team are just looking quite sharp at the moment. Which is great.
Mid.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Looking good indeed. I'm just going to turn your volume up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, Denis and flusha causing serious problems here for Navi. Again, Navi are just getting wrecked at the moment. This could be a pretty fast 2-0 if Fnatic continue with this momentum. Again, Navi only had 2 rounds on the T side of Inferno for the longest time. They were lucky to get the additional ones in the end. Obviously, this is going to be a more balanced map than Inferno. But their economy is all over the place at the moment. They're on max round loss bonus, but that's not really helping them at present.
Yeah.
Go on.
Not every day you see flusha just getting 2 picks at middle with an AWP and preventing anybody from even being able to rotate B to put a stop to what Fnatic was doing with that just heavy push up the B tunnels. So that's just kind of craziness, to be honest.
On average, Fnatic is surviving with 3 or 4 plays. That's a nice Molotov as the flashbang pushes through. And that's actually the most kills Navi have got in any round yet. Which is... And they all came at the end there once the bomb had detonated. So at least Fnatic get to spend a bit of money. JW almost on max money at the moment. So Navi going to be back on the buy. C's getting tagged through the doors. He's only on a scout. Guardian on the AWP, and there's a fast play into B here from the T's. That nade's going to be great from flamie, taking down flusha. But there are more Fnatic players here, and they're continuing. No frag for them yet. The scouts coming in to do some damage. And they're going to make their exit off Fnatic from the B-bomb site.
Yeah, pretty much tried to run the same play there from Fnatic, this time unable to bully their way into the B-bomb site. Good shutdown there from flamie and C's. It's going to force Fnatic to try to reroute in a different direction, which they will begin to work up the catwalk here where they'll meet Guardians out, but he misses his first shot, and Denis is able to get up, get the rotator, which was Edward, and then Olof outpicks Guardian, and now they had the man advantage, and they're getting the A-bomb site.
C's has had a few rounds where he's had 1 HP, and he continues with 1 HP in this one. And again, just looking dire for NaVi. I'm not sure what else to say. We are going to be 7 rounds in, and Edward is topping the leaderboard for his team of 5 kills, and everyone else has 2. So it's not, you know.
Yeah, this is certainly not to be expected when you think of a team like NaVi. You think of the caliber player that Guardian can be. He's not been able to really do anything with the op yet this game. And I mean, Dust 2 is a map that NaVi are usually pretty solid on. So this is definitely a bit rattling, I guess, to see NaVi just get absolutely dismantled this much, you know, this early in the game. Of course, there's still plenty of time to play, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, this
tactical
is
timeout coming out.
This is the pick of NaVi as well. Fnatic chose Inferno, NaVi chose Dust 2. This is their map. They are actually 30% on CSGO Lounge for this, which is surprising to be so low. But you know, there's always, you know, with a big team, with a big signing like Denis, there's always going to be maybe some bias towards them, if you will. But hey, maybe it's not arrogance. Maybe it's the right decision. The way things are going at the moment, big fat 0 on the scoreboard for NaVi there. So.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always talks about that honeymoon period that teams have, right whenever they collect a new player and they're working things out, and it's a fresh face for the team, and everyone always talks about that's kind of an ability to help teams go a bit crazy. But to be honest, Fnatic's always been a super good team, and I think that they just increased the amount of skill they have on their lineup now. Now, you know, they're competing right up there with other teams that maybe some felt had a more skilled lineup overall than Fnatic. They're right up there with them now.
Yeah. So I'm just showing the stream, the Dust 2 pin, since we're on Dust 2. I got all the pins today. I got the last one, Inferno. I traded a Mirage pin for an Inferno, so I have all the pins now. But I redeemed them because I'm a nerd. So
we're the pin god, James.
Yeah, I love me some pins.
I just see you passing them out on Twitter all the time.
Yeah,
like a madman.
Yeah, I think maybe there will be
making it rain CS:GO pins.
Maybe there will be some more later on today. This is actually, people don't realize that this pin is a red pin, along with the Master Elite pin or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, the Dust 2 pin is a big one as well. So there we go. Hopefully this pause will be finished soon. In fact, I'll just check the admin room, and yeah, it's not going to be too long. So indeed, it is a tactical pause here. Oh, you're in the chat as well. Okay, good, cool.
Oh, Edward calling for it, and this is probably a good moment to do it. I mean, they're just getting mowed over at this point. Only person with more than 2 kills is going to be Edward there with 5, so it's really just a struggle across the board. The only round they even looked like they might have it was whenever they, you know, kind of put a stop to Fnatic's initial B rush in the previous round, but Fnatic, you know, didn't mind it. They just, you know, rerouted very quickly and overtook A in the snap of a finger, and they're up 7-0.
Indeed they are. So the clock is ticking down, and NaVi have had a long time to discuss what might be going wrong for them in this match, what they need to adjust, what they need to do to get some rounds, get a round on the board here. And again, they're going to be on the buy once more with Guardian, with the orb, and he's going to get an arrogant KRIMZ just moving up top mid like that. But Fnatic have made it to a fast position on short here, and Edward's jumping with the Mag 7, but it's not going to pay off. They're all going down again. Oh, that backflip looks absolutely uncomfortable there. People falling all over the map now. olofmeister walking up short. flamie will hear him, but can he get a spray down? Indeed he can. 2 versus 2 now, and he's going to get a bit of an upgrade. Edward still with the Mag 7, not going to be able to do anything, getting taken down from the back. And it's flamie versus 2, needing to clutch. He has a kit, he has a smoke, and he's got the spray coming through to Denis, but he can't quite get the kill. And flusha will finish things off here.
Yeah, I mean, well done by NaVi to get the initial pick. It's Guardian catching the quick cat. I mean, he was able to spot over the smoke there, and he got a nice little shot. But Fnatic's still able to get the rest of the numbers up the catwalk. Guardian can't get them all, and they still wind up overwhelming, you know, NaVi. Edward put up a decent fight there on the slope to get a pick, but, you know, his team was just brutalized after that. And Fnatic always able to stay a man up, and now you see JW getting that initial pick on the C. C's tried to challenge him with the scout there, as this is a save for NaVi for the most part. And Edward jumping, peeking. He's going to be able to get it back to a 4-on-4, but Olof taking advantage along A, and, you know, Fnatic here in a 4 versus 3 up against a very weakly bought NaVi.
Indeed. So we have a bit of movement from olofmeister towards long, maybe suggesting a play that way, but KRIMZ is going to get one league by Zeus on short, who's now moved towards the A site. We've still got Denis in T spawn at the moment, maybe waiting for the rotation from the B player. Down goes Zeus, so flamie's alone, and the full rotation is coming in from the T's towards long, so it's flamie versus 3. He's getting one league onto olofmeister, but he's going to get finished off, and it's 9-0 to Fnatic. Are we going to see another 16-0?
I'm not sure. We're going to see a double Aliseda coming out of NaVi now, and this is something that you see CT teams go to on this map on Dust 2, either when you just have a lot of money or when you feel desperate. And I think that's kind of where NaVi's at right now. I mean, it's a very viable setup. You know, you stick one of those at the back of the B platform. You have one in its traditional spot, kind of playing the cat cross at A. It's good. And actually, Guardian will get aggressive on catwalk, and he'll be able to find a pick. He's going to look for another one, too. And Fnatic thinks he's backed off, but they're wrong. And man, oh man, with these ops, NaVi ripping Fnatic apart in this round.
Yeah, and Zeus is top mid as well. Guardian finding more frags, just knows all the angles. He is a mastermind when it comes to playing with the AWPs, knowing what to expect from his opponents. flusha doing what he can to open up the B bomb site on his lonesome here. 1 versus 3 now, looking to ace the entire team. Guardian taking a bit of name damage, getting punished as well.
This, James.
So now we have a crossfire coming up. flusha going to smoke off to guarantee himself the plant. He's going for the fake. In fact, the bait, he's taken Edward down as well. But Zeus to finally finish things off and get the first round on the board for NaVi. That was looking absurd.
I thought I was gonna have to report a crime or something like that to the authorities, James. I mean, that's a round that NaVi should have had quite easily. They get pretty much what 4 opening picks. I think flusha was in 1 versus 5, was he not? He gets 4 kills, so that is certainly not the comfortable round NaVi would hope for when you think about how it kicked off with Guardian showing us a bit of a swarm with that op finally. C's though gonna be able to find JW here, so the block setup still in effect here for NaVi. They do have an opening pick, and I think they're likely hoping for a comfortable victory where they don't have to sweat it out as much, and so far C's helping out in that way.
Yeah, this is looking very interesting so far. So Fnatic are man down, things slowing down for them. They've been trying to rush these teams so much. Zeus pushing up short again, as he did in the previous round. This time going to get punished by olofmeister. So down to a 3 versus 3. The bomb's still outside long. I don't think NaVi have any idea where the bomb is. I don't think they've seen it just yet. We've got flamie heavily tagged over towards B on his own. Got Guardian heavily tagged towards A, and Edward holding long with a off angle on the blue spot, basically. You can hold this aggressively as well. You almost are never going to get peeked here if you're holding it with an AWP or a rifle, but he's holding off angle, which could net him 2 frags. And there's the first one. Almost gets a kill onto Denis, but he's seen the bomb, which means rotation for his teammates. 2 versus 2 here.
Yeah, flamie's starting to back around, and B Guardian's still going to be actually at A. He's going to try to take the engagement here with Denis, but they're both so blind. They haven't spotted each other, but finally Guardian recovers, and he's able to find it. He's going to be able to backtrack towards long A. He knows he's got the bomb down, time is limited, and flamie meeting up with them, so this is going to be tough on olofmeister to try to pull this off now.
Yeah, he's got the flash coming in, and he basically needs to find both kills because he's got 10 seconds left. He does not want to die after time because he's got $3,000, so... Ooh. That looks painful.
He did. Just a good play there from Guardian, kind of realizing the situation, realizing where the pressure was coming from, just picking one of those points and taking care of it, and then, you know, using that to get out of the way of olofmeister and just play the clock and play the bomb, and even find the final frag there at the end, and a little bit of exclamation point on the round. And Fnatic, they're going to try to just swarm out along A. They get past the fire and take down Edward, so very nice job there from Olof.
Yeah, bit of a dig from Zeus, but that's not going to be enough for him. Fnatic back to winning ways, and C's and Co have a decision to make, but these 2 AWPs may get some more damage in. There is a bit of a gap in the smoke, and Denis is going to go down as well. The bomb finally makes it over, with olofmeister retaining control of long. But that Molotov coming down into CT spawn while the CTs try to go for short as well. And olofmeister's coming in for the flank, of course. Just peeking just a second too late here, but how fast can he advance to stop these guys? We've got flusha playing the goose position. KRIMZ looking towards long, so it's all down to olofmeister to do some work here. But he's coming in with the knife. Is he actually going to do this?
Oh, no.
Oh, he thought there was one player. Oh, the execution, absolutely ridiculous there. I thought he was going for open heart surgery with the blade, but once he realized there were two players there, so patiently just trying to catch up. I think he was just trying to catch up with them with the knife, but yeah. I think almost anyone else there is getting their gun out. Such nerves of steel for olofmeister to do that. Bananas.
Yeah, I mean, NaVi just getting something going, but I mean, those rounds that they were winning were so close, right? I mean, they only had 1 or 2 players left in both of those, so they're immediately forced onto a save. And Fnatic, they're just not letting up. They've been hyper aggressive throughout this entire game. Just wherever they had the best spawn for, they're just swarming it as quickly as they possibly can, and it's just been a brutal game here for NaVi. They haven't really shown us much. They had a couple of good op rounds, but that's been about it. And Fnatic about to put up round number 11 here, and they might do so flawlessly.
I don't know the last time I saw NaVi get absolutely wrecked like this. And I do wonder what is causing it. If it's something with them or if they're just trying to play against a Fnatic they know and now with flusha at the helm instead of Pronex. Who knows? Many questions to be answered here, but it's not over yet. There's one more half to come and they do have the AWP onto Guardian, but let's see. Guardian currently only got 9 kills and we know how hard he needs to carry NaVi sometimes. We saw it at the major. And he's not doing it here. Nice pick onto olofmeister though. And Guardian has had good consistency recently. But the Fnatic train has no brakes at the moment, basically.
Not really, as they already had this traded back into a 3-on-3 despite the opening picks that NaVi were able to get. And Fnatic looking to come out long. Zeus has an opportunity here. They don't check it to maybe grab someone, but no, JW's sniffs it out right away. It's the first thing he looks for, and that means long A has been conceded. Guardian, we will rotate with this op, and he will have a chance. We have to worry about cat pressure as well. He might get pinched here, and yeah, he's going to get taken out. That's Fnatic taking the A-bomb side.
So, flamie in a 1 versus 3. Second last round. No money in the bank for his team. They're not going to have a great loss bonus afterwards. And that's going to be that. flusha, was that a jumping AWP? Are you serious? There was a jumping shot from the box as well. Just to add insult to injury.
Last round of the half, NaVi will buy what they can, which is going to be apparently 5 scouts, James.
5 scouts? What?
Challenging the auto sniper at mid, that's not a good idea. It's ill-informed. But they do get a kill out of it. Yeah,
this is interesting. I think this is the first time I've seen 5 scouts in a professional match. I've seen 3 AWPs in Oceania and started to see that in Europe as well, but 5 scouts. This is somewhat absurd. So
you can almost see the tilt in NaVi's eyes around like this.
This is interesting, actually. They could entirely. What if they win? They're gonna have the jumping accuracy.
Can you imagine all this jump scouting? Oh my goodness.
Well, it's working out so far, and we need a good spray down here. That nade's gonna help. JW spamming through the smoke, but Seas is behind them now, getting taken down by Denis. 2 versus. This is ridiculous. Okay, it's Edward left. He's the only one, and Denis is going to finish him off from the top. So, this is Bizarro land now. 13-2 again for Fnatic.
I would have killed to see all 5 rotate with the scout. You just see them all jumping at the same time onto the A platform, looking for the jumping scout kills. That would have been hilarity, but Fnatic does not allow that. They're up 13-2, and it's very hard to see NaVi being able to find a way back into this one. I was actually really curious to see this be a better game, so I could get a better idea of how Fnatic was, looking going forward, like what they were thinking to do on their CT side. But looks like we're not going to get a chance.
Both T halves for Fnatic have been 13-2. We've got Edward being boosted in the box in Longhouse, just in case anything untoward is attempted by Fnatic, and indeed we might see that, but he's going to actually jump and see him. This is absolutely absurd. Man. I'm sure the idea of him to jump was to avoid being shot in the head, but it's going to allow him to see Edward almost by accident there. There is nothing working out for Fnatic in this match now. Guardian's on the wrong side of the long doors, and the bomb's completely exposed. Going to get 1 dig, and that's about it. So 14-2, and this is just in the UK we call this sod's law. where everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And we're seeing that in front of our eyes, NaVi versus Fnatic.
Yeah, exactly. It's the way you said it. I mean, JW is jumping around trying to avoid getting hit, and that's him picking up on the fact that someone's boost at the long A boxes, which is like one of the most uncommon boosts you'll ever see in the game for the most part. And that's just crazy that stuff like that keeps getting sniffed out. Yeah, like you said, NaVi just suffering from everything going wrong, but they do have a couple of kills in this round. They've gotten out of mid, but the long-range P90 from flusha is going to do a good bit of damage to the Zeus and Guardian, but they still do have a little bit of an edge here. They're a man up. A is pretty open as flusha's alone. The rotate's a bit away, so there's a chance here.
Guardian,
after
please.
That one dig.
Absolutely absurd. Just so smooth in one motion, coming around the corner and shooting him straight in the head. It's beautiful. But it's not enough. They have 2 rounds on the board, do NaVi. Fnatic have 7 times the rounds they do. That's what we're looking at the moment. JW gets... Ooh, this could be money. flamie indeed will fall to it. And Zeus is killable, but JW not going to see him go down into spawn. And NaVi get their 3rd round on the board. Round 18 and their round win increases by 50%.
Yeah, so CT side wins pistol but loses the 2nd round. It usually means that there's probably some type of double save coming, but not from Fnatic. They're going to go ahead and get everything they can, get the head armor on 3 of their players, small armor on 2 others, get the upgraded pistols, and I mean, they're trying to get right into map point here and now. And they're getting aggressive in B, and look at JW already sliding up mid and getting behind the long A.
Yeah, nice shot onto Guardian there, and the NaVi players in long are going to have to run for dear life now, but Caesar's coming in for the flank, but Caesar's got the bomb as well, so they need to be careful, and there he goes, his teammates have been lost, and now he's going to try and find the chase the frag onto JW, but he's going to go down as well, so the bomb's been lost here, and it's Zeus versus 5 players with a P90 and armor. He's got over a minute to on the clock. Looking the wrong way, taking a bit of damage from flusha. He's going to just make his escape. Flank coming in from KRIMZ, but Zeus will detect that one. Running out of bullets now. Will he have time to reload it? He should, because it could certainly help him in the situation.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus, the bomb is down all the way over at long A. They have him boxed in at B tunnels, as we do see JW positioning over here in T spawn. So Zeus is stuck, and he will get taken out there, and that's just very disheartening. You know, NaVi finally catches, I guess, somewhat of a break by moving the pistols around to try to establish something on Terra's side, only to have their economy immediately reset by Fnatic force buying up pistols and, you know, securing a pretty clean round.
Even JW is saying, wow, the BMGG Guardian is not a
this
happy
can't
chappy.
feel good, of course.
Is he raging? No. There must be some raging, because they are getting annihilated. This has to be one of the most frustrating matches NaVi have ever played.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, I mean, I've seen NaVi lose a map here and there in a pretty big way. You know, even saw Envy, like, you know, crush him on a map at Cluj. So there's maps here and there where they might get crushed, but never just a whole series like this. And what was the final score on the first map? This is 16-3. I think the first map was something similar, was it not?
It was very close indeed, so...
That's rough.
That story tells the tale there for the how the match went in overall net best of 3 for NaVi. 16-3, absolutely wrecked on both maps. Not even sure what to say. They just got run over completely, well and truly, by the Fnatic side. So that's going to take us to an early finish here in match 1. Match 1. Map 2 is due to start in an hour and a half. 9 o'clock Europe time. So we will see you back here for that in a little while, because I mean, I don't know what we could
There's really not much to say.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I mean, Fnatic just being able to do whatever they want, right? I mean, I don't think we actually saw the type of plays that Fnatic would be making in like their first, you know, LAN tournament or something like that. But you could definitely see them maybe being just a more loose cannon, high skilled, hyper aggressive style team, certainly. But I don't think you would see them making those types of plays. So you couldn't even really learn much about them. So yeah, that was just rough to watch.
Indeed. So join us here for NV versus Flipside at 9 PM Europe time, which is an hour and a half from now. Just 2 16-3s from Fnatic. Well, sometimes it happens. I'm sure NaVi will bounce back. We'll see you in a little while.